It's time for another tale from the glass-guarded world, with Ashley as Terra Dane, the human fighter, Josh as Zartok, the tiefling wizard, and Gaston, the rogue and bard, Jessica as Coral Pericor, the Genasi druid, and Mama Sass, the half-orc bard and barbarian, and Chris as Aster Fortuna, rogue and bard extraordinaire. Last time, our heroes traveled around the city of Ronthrak, finishing up some shopping before meeting back at their Spelljammer. I learned that the shop where I had hoped to buy a billowing cloak had mysteriously burned down. What a tragedy! Papa Gaston brought a large magical mirror onto the ship. I got a bit suspicious about where he got the mirror, but decided to let it go for the moment. Coral made a persuasive argument that the heroes should attack a pirate base, freeing the prisoners and maybe capturing some treasure. Now they need to do more planning and get ready for their attack of the island fortress. There are still important issues to resolve, such as how to spend their gold and what they should call their group. I have so many ideas for group names. I can't wait to share them with you.
Now you have to decide what you're going to do. What is the group?
I'd actually like to go find Zartok.
Okay. That's not hard to do.
Yeah, it is going to be about what we're going to do, but she knows that Zartok's probably the most apprehensive about doing anything helpful for anyone. No offense. He's just been kind of clear about that. So she's going to share the amount of money that she got from the Periton materials, and discuss the ship upgrades and what had been given to us at Cat Salvage.
What?
So I think it was 5,000 gold for us to place it with coral steel without losing maneuverability.
Yeah,
and then,
I roughly recall the same figures.
Yeah. So I got 3,000 from the Periton. So we're close. We're not there.
Yeah, but I was thinking that it was 50,000 for a full upgrade. So that's coral plating, hollowing out the inside, making it a little bigger.
What in the world do you think we could do for 50,000 gold, though?
Yeah, I have something. Yeah, it's a scroll we could use. The only one of us that could actually use a scroll is Coral, and who knows about Coral? Am I right? Yeah, she could be Lavarian's plant. I'm just kidding.
Hurtful.
I'm just messing around.
So
she could be one of the lizard people.
What scroll do we have that's worth that?
Yeah, we have a heal spell scroll. Paxton was holding on to it, but since he decided to take a little nap, I took it back. That's something we could use for it. But I was listening to her Coral's, rousing speech. In fact, I need to do a better job about writing speeches because sometimes you get in the spotlight like that and you forget what she's going to say. You start talking about something else, like I was about to do, but I won't do it. But yeah, it's a heal spell scroll. It's
how much is it worth?
Probably about that, maybe 50,000 to a person. I mean, nobody has 50,000 gold. Let's face it, that's too much gold. But she seemed willing to trade for magical items. That's very rare, and the situation in which that would save one of our lives, which could happen. But all of us could die if we lose in a Spelljammer fight. So that's why I think it's a worthwhile trade. If anyone disagrees with me, they can talk to that mirror that won't shut up.
I mean, I'm not fighting you, and I don't care about scrolls. I don't know what we're gonna do with that thing.
But Coral made an excellent point. Not that it would be a giant waste of time to fight the pirates. In fact, huge waste of time. However, she did mention having our choice of ships. So we could move our Spellgemmer helm onto a better ship. That might save us some money. We could get a better ship, find a larger crew. That might be worthwhile.
So we don't want to upgrade our ship yet. We need to do the pirate thing first.
Well, we could go ahead and upgrade if we don't want to risk it. I mean, anytime, an assault on a pirate base, one of us could die doing it. And pirates aren't as bad as slavers, let's not forget.
I should clarify that. Basically, the pirates and slavers are sharing facilities.
Oh, the slavers on the island.
Yeah.
These are pirate slavers, I assume.
Yeah.
Pirate slavers. Okay. Well, that changes things a bit, I think. Yeah, I don't like slavers. Okay. Yeah. It's a big risk, I think, for something that may have a negligible effect on the way the world works. But if it's necessary, I think that there's something we can get out of it. And that's finding another ship. We can get a bigger ship, find a larger crew, and then take on bigger problems.
So you think we should be assaulting them by air?
No, I don't know what the best plan of it. I'm just saying, what's our next move? That could be it. And then we go from there. We decide the best way to attack it. Okay.
How do you feel about that old lady, that we met out at the field? Like I don't know anything about the gods here, but she seemed to feel like you should know her. And
oh yes, and I'm recalling what you're talking about now. Yes, that lady. Yeah, she's I can't remember if Zartok passed the check or not, or maybe Coral told him.
Coral
but yeah,
passed and told him.
She was a god of magic.
Yeah.
How do I feel about it?
What if we prove ourselves to her? What's she gonna do? Do you feel like she knows it? Maybe I should be asking Coral.
I'm kind of dubious of any dealings with her, quite honest. I mean, the gods must be desperate for power at this point, so anything we do is probably to help her out. But suppose it wouldn't hurt to see what she has to say if we prove ourselves, quote unquote. What do you think, Tail?
How's your tail going to express its feelings? Your tail is sort of cowers behind you during this conversation about this god. And as you ask it its opinion, it sort of peeks out from behind Zartok and shakes its head and then returns to cowering behind him.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it as well. Yeah. Maybe we should maybe I could get a ink and paper for the... Do you know how to write, Tail? I've never asked you this.
Yeah, I know how to write.
No, not you, Tara. Sorry, Tail. Tara, Tail.
Wait, does Tara know how to write?
I mean, I'm not sure she does. Am I right?
She definitely does.
Your tail,
maybe a short
Does
note.
your tail know how to write?
Tara is very confused about this conversation between him and his tail.
I never thought about this. I can't believe
She doesn't really understand.
I lived my whole life with a tail that's kind of pointy at the end, and I could just give it some ink, and it could write to me.
It shakes back and forth.
Oh, it can't write. That's too bad. Can you read? How could you see?
How could you see?
Yeah, it shakes back and forth.
Oh, poor tail. All right. Well, how was that for you, Tara? I mean, sorry to randomly talk to my tail about something completely different. Is it make sense? I don't think it's a wonderful idea to bother with the island, but if we're gonna do it, we could get something out of it. Like Coral said, it was very persuasive. She's very good at that.
Zartok, did you spend a lot of years as a child being very alone?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
The tail behind him nods up and down.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Sorry, it's the only answer she could think of.
Goes in his feelings box.
So I grew up in elf country, so there's not many children in general, and you grew up kind of fast compared to elves anyway. So your elf teenage friends stay teenagers longer.
Oh,
you grow up a bit faster. So yeah.
Well, yeah. Tara is without comforting words to say. I think the decision I mean, I guess we'll gather anyone else who we actually think will be fighting in this whole situation. So Aster, Coral.
I mean, are you having a crew meeting? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
All right, so you can get the whole crew together in the bridge.
So we're thinking about going to assault that pirate cove that we saw flying over here. And we're not sure how. Was there landing space there? Or
So you didn't get very close to it. You're not exactly sure how you would approach it. You'd have to go back and have a closer look at it.
Okay, so I guess step one is go back and scout it.
Sure.
Because I don't think we need to fix our ship up first. I don't imagine it would be an air fight. And also, that would take like 8 days. I don't know what we're going to do in 8 days on that floating city right now.
Okay.
We just did a lot of shopping already.
Or riveting roleplay. Hours and hours of roleplay.
Random encounters.
More burning down the city. I mean, who knows, you know?
Right. Yeah, don't forget every time we travel, we got random encounters too. So
Yeah.
anything, all our plans could
Fall apart.
messed up.
Yep.
So I agree with both Zartok and Tara. So should we, so we're going to just scout? I think that's a great idea. I'm great at scouting. Rogue
Do we recall?
extraordinaire here.
So sorry, I messed up your title bestowing.
That's okay, Zartok. I don't know if you're being Zartok or Gaston. But you didn't mess up anything, Zartok. Have I actually, out of character, have I ever seen Zartok talk to his tail before? I don't feel like I
think
have.
maybe after the fight with the giant and the bear, you saw him talk.
You
with
might
his
be
tail a little
right
bit.
when he was coming back.
Yeah, you saw his tail slap him.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you guys. What do you think, Zartok? Are you going to fly us there?
Sure. Will anybody recall if so slavers, it seems, normally have spelljammers, whereas pirates have regular ships. Did this island have spelljammers flying in and out of it, or was it all
You didn't see any.
water-based? Okay,
Yeah,
so
you only saw some water-based ships there, but Zartok knows that some water-based ships actually have spell-jamming helms on them. And
Right, yeah.
so you could have a regular seagoing ship that can also fly.
that's an upgrade we need, is to be aquatic and maybe even have landing gear somehow. That would be cool. I can't imagine how it's possible.
Now, you also know that usually when that's done, the ship is not as maneuverable. Spelljammers that are converted seagoing ships are usually not as good at being spelljammers.
Right, yeah. Did we see any sweet-looking rides while we was going by?
Well,
Like a
again, you
dreadnought.
didn't get that close of a look, but when you passed by, there were a couple ships docked.
Right, got to scout it. All right, let's do a scout and run. That's fine with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
If everybody wants to do the good thing, that's whatever.
Coral's real excited, grinning from ear to ear, shocked that her suggestion was taken.
You know, it's weird, Coral. You're the new one. Yeah. And then you have this influence over everyone. When I signed up, nobody listened to me at all. So,
Well-
you know.
I'm sure we listen to you sometimes.
I mean, sometimes you just point out the right thing to do. It just takes pointing it out before people realize that that's what ought to be done. Plus,
I think I need to-
money is a strong motivator.
That's true. Yeah, good point.
I think your speech was amazing. I was about to make a speech about going to find some vampires, but I think your speech was better. So I will never
Definitely better.
speak about it again.
It's definitely better. And we didn't even hear your speech, Asta. What do you think about that?
Oh,
Aster, I'm sure your speech would have been great. We could maybe go after vampires later.
I want to
Yeah.
hear your speech, Aster. Can I hear your speech?
well, I won't go into the entirety.
Did you prepare an essay?
Yeah, well, I don't know much about vampires, though. They said they bite people in their throats and stuff. And I was just going to talk about...
And you wanted to go there?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, when you're in... I don't know what this... The Jabber Orb, do what the Jabberorians do, you know? And
You want
fight
to bite
some...
someone on the throat?
And I don't know. I don't know what
I think
vampires
I'm not
are.
following your argument, Aster. I think maybe you should write it down.
Carpe de Dis, DM. carpet the DM and just do as the people do and fight cool vampires. You know, exciting adventures.
I'm pretty
You
sure
know-
most people do not fight vampires. Vampires are very scary to most people.
Well, I don't really know. All I know is that the more evil we vanquish in the land, the more our team that has no name expands across the land and people know that we're heroes. I know Tara wants to be a great hero, so I thought that would be a cool way to make that happen. But I guess before we do all that, we need a name.
The far off one. Didn't she say that we should get a name so that people can talk about us?
Do you trust her, Coral?
I mean, she's a god. I don't know much about her. She's a magic god too, and it's a different kind of magic than what I got. So I don't know. Can I roll a check of some sort, religion or something?
Sure. Roll a religion check.
I just want to say that I think that Carpet the DM should be our group slogan.
Carpet the DM.
I don't like this slogan.
Carpet the DM.
No, that could be our name.
I
Carpet
don't
the
think it is
DM.
a good group name. I think it is more like a slogan or a battle cry or something.
I have a group name, actually.
What is
Uh-oh.
it?
The Distractables.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's accurate
like
at least.
I like it a lot.
Oh, man.
Speaking of being distracted, what did Coral get on that religion
A
check?
7. I'm not.
7.
Yeah.
You haven't heard a lot about her because you're not an arcane spellcaster, and what you have heard is just you have a vaguely negative impression of her.
I mean, I don't know much. I've heard some not great things, but I don't know much about her. It's just not my type of thing.
The wizards didn't trust her with a solution for the world. Let's put it that way. They didn't trust her enough, so.
Maybe she got another one, though. You know, one that doesn't involve giving her all of the arcane power.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's scout out this island.
Wait,
All right, so you're going to take off and fly to that general area. Are you going to fly up out of the atmosphere again?
Are we going to vote on a name, Chris? Is that what you're about to propose?
I just was going to say, do we like Distractables? Is that a good
I
on
can't
the
think of
list?
a better one, so.
I mean, we don't have to go with that one. I just thought it was, apropos for, apropos, the apropos. No,
Zartok doesn't like it. Gaston loves it.
Yeah.
But Tara doesn't feel like she gets distracted, but I mean,
Coral's a big fan. Mama Sass is not.
oh, man.
Ansna does not like it, and Gerlos does.
Oh, Ansna, you would love the logicals. No, see, the Distractables.
maybe we should just call ourselves the Undecideds.
The unknowns.
I mean, unknowns is kind of accurate. You guys came out of a bottle in a wizard place, so it's not.
But then we'll have to change our name when we're famous.
The glass breakers.
Now that's better. I like that one.
The no name. That's good.
Hey guys, how about Gerlos and the gang?
No.
No?
Oh, Gerlos. Though I like that both. See, you're pretty smart. They both have G's in them.
Yeah, that's called alliteration.
Yeah.
Alliter-
That's exactly what that's called.
Alliterative thing. Yeah.
We'll keep that in the list, Gerlos.
Okay. So what did we decide on?
What do you guys think? Huh? Came up with like 10 names. Glass breakers, no names, unknowns, distractables, the logicals, the apropos. Any takers? Hands raised? It could be a game-changing move right now.
I haven't given it much out of game thought to come up with a list, even though this is something that I absolutely should have been done already.
Yeah.
I don't know how much time I want to spend brainstorming it right now.
We'll keep workshopping it. Maybe
Distractables is pretty good, but it sort of has a negative connotation to it. So.
I think all of them had a negative connotation.
What about glass guardians? Because even though you broke that one glass, you were doing it to save the rest of the glass. So, and if you look at glass as a metaphor for the world, you're trying to protect the world. So I don't know.
Now, see, that's the kind of thinking that I wish... Well, that's the right kind of thinking. I like that. That's clever.
though, if you have to explain the metaphor to people, it ain't very, very effective.
But this is pretty good, I think. Glass Guardians.
The Revengers.
It's got that literal relation things that Gelos was talking about.
Yeah, I like the little relation
the
thing.
little relations, I agree. It's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that. Yeah.
Glass Guardian. Now, but are we guarding glass or are we guardians made of glass and therefore we're real easy to break?
Yes, this is the weakness of the name.
I hadn't thought of that.
If anyone thinks we're easy to break, they're in for a surprise.
Oh, that is good.
Oh, snap.
That is why she is a captain.
The Unbreakables.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I have never been broken.
Yeah, we can workshop it. We can scout now, but keep them in mind. Unbreakables, Glass Guardians, I like those. Anyway.
How about the Unbreakable Glass Guardians?
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, that fixes. Oh my goodness, Galos, you are so smart.
And but it doesn't have the little
It's really long.
That is a long form of the name. So we go by Glass Guardians, but then we say for the formalization of it, you say the Unbreakable Glass Guardians. Yes.
Yes, I like it. The longer the name, the more exciting.
Or if you like the alliteration, the Garlos's Glass Guardians.
That is true. That's pretty smart. You might be smarter than you let on, Garlos.
Yeah. I'm smarter than you think.
Maybe
I am.
It would be good to use that name, so if anyone tries to assassinate our leader, they kill Galos instead of anyone else.
Yeah. What? Huh?
It is a ultimate ploy.
Well, we'll think on it. It's.
I feel we are so close. It is too bad to put a pin in it, but okay.
All right. So you take off, and I assume you're going to try to cut your journey a little short by heading up out of the atmosphere and getting up to full speed.
Yeah, definitely.
I still need you to roll 2 random encounter checks.
Zartok should take this.
All right, I haven't rolled one yet, so I'll roll
Yeah,
one.
go ahead.
Here comes that one. Here it's 6.
Nope.
Right.
And who wants to roll another one?
5.
Coral.
5. Nope. No random encounters.
What is the magical number?
It's 1.
As you're heading, I don't know, you're going to head back the way you came, or do you want to go over the, you previously went west to come around to Ronkthrek. Do you want to go back the way you came, or do you want to head over the high plains and across some territory you haven't flown over yet?
No, we were trying to go find the place that we had been before. So.
Okay. So you're
we
heading
do
back the way you came. I mean, it's a sphere, right? So you could go either direction. I'm asking which
I say
direction.
we do the space mode fast travel.
Right. Of course. All right. So I'll just assume you head back the way you went and head east. You fly around the world and descend back downward as you think you spot one of these pirate coves. So you see the island again, or one very much like it. There are smaller islands scattered around, but the large one is quite large. From here, it looks like a solid mound of stone jutting sharply up out of the sea. And as you descend and get closer, you can see that the west side of the island has a sheer cliff, and you can see 3 large ships docked there. There's a cave in the side of the cliff, presumably leading into the middle of the island, which is this enormous mound of rock. And then there's a small open beach on the east side of the island. What do you want to do? Do you want to get closer and look around some more, or do you want to try to land? Are you trying to stay so that it's hard to see your ship? That's difficult to do if you're going to get closer. What do you want to do?
Well, Zartok, Terra, Coral. Any of you have any ideas?
I mean, we could go down closer, try to get a better look, see if there's a place we can land. Or, I mean, I guess,
Can we make some checks to get for a guesstimate of how many people might be on this island?
I was told
Like-
at least 100.
Oh, sorry. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
At least 100 pirates on the island is what Kerkarius told me.
Well, in your Taga form or whatever it is you did, you was you could probably slash them left and right. So, but that's still a lot.
Yes, that is a lot. We would need to try to take them in smaller groups rather than as 100 people.
Would we want to perhaps infiltrate, pretend we's pirates or slavers, maybe chum up, and then I don't know, figure it. Maybe once we're inside, figure out a way to do the most damage.
I have my disguise kit. I could make up all of us to looking a little bit more piratey. You know, they like that black eyeliner to be heavy.
I'm not real good at the lion. I mean, just putting it out there. I'm not real great at it.
I say we get closer, and that way we will see if any of these ships have flying capabilities.
Should we try to play the sneak about game and try to find a place to land the Spelljammer a ways from the cove so that no one can spot us, and then travel on foot into its entrance?
Is the island that big, Mike, to where we could do that, you think?
So here's the problem. From here you can see that, well, actually, go ahead and make perception checks. Let's do that. Make perception checks. And I know Coral's got a passive perception of 17.
I don't see anything.
But I rolled a natural 20, so I have a 27.
Holy cow. Coral's keen eyes as she takes a look at this island. You realize that there are 3 ships here docked on the west side of the island, and they are docked in water, right? And there doesn't appear to be any place to land your ship there. The ships are just floating on docks. This pirate base or slaver base, it's accessible only by water on that side. So you don't really have a good way to get there from your ship unless, Lumpin were to hover the ship and you hopped out. On the east side of the island, there's that beach. You think your ship could land there. You think you could land the ship on the east side of the island, but there's no way around to the entrance on the other side, the water side. You would have to either climb up and over this mound of rock and then maybe rappel or climb down, or you'd have to find if there's a secret entrance of some kind, or you'd have to, find some other way, teleport or something to the other side, dimension door. Right, but it's a little tricky because this base is accessible by water ships, and your ship can't land on water.
Okay, so here's an idea for you. This would be using one of my higher level spells, and it would be using one of Aster's higher level spells. But we could polymorph ourselves into big birds, and we could carry the others down and fly down.
That is a great idea. And then we can have Lumpin stay up above. I don't know how long Spelljammers can stay above in the air, but that'd be amazing. That's a great idea.
How would we get back up?
We'd have to sleep.
I mean, hopefully we would kill everybody, and then Lumpin could come get us.
Oh, yeah.
We would need some sort of sign that we need him to come and pick us up. Or maybe I could fly it and someone else could go.
I still think we should see if any of those ships fly. If they can't get to us, what's it matter if we just fly over them?
Oh, using one of those abilities would drain me quite a bit, but we can make it work.
Yes, it would drain me quite a bit as well.
What are you suggesting, Tara? You want to fire ballistas at just from the sky?
I just want to, see if they try and fly after us, if we look like we're scoping them out. If any of their ships decide to take to the air, we would then know if they have an airship. And we'd also get the benefit of scoping the area out.
Sure. We might be in trouble if they've got more than one, so then we're in a Spelljammer fight with multiple ships.
If we see 2 of them rising up out of the water, we're going to go a bit faster in the other direction.
Hey, Zartok, I would like you to make a stealth check. Here, I would like you to combine your stealth bonus with your helmsman maneuver check. So instead of using your arcana bonus to calculate that, use your stealth bonus.
Okay, it's going to be a lot lower.
Yeah. I'm trying to see how good you are at sticking to the clouds so they're not seeing your ship circling around.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be like I got to remember all the bonuses now. Let me put it in then. I didn't tally it up for...
Yeah, there's no reason you would have thought to do that.
My total, I think, is 13, so subtracting 5 from it, I rolled a 9. So that's 17.
Yeah, you don't know if you've been spotted or not, but that's not a terrible roll.
Okay, I'll try to put what that is so that I know how to roll that faster next time.
So Lumpin says, well, why don't I just fly you down and you guys can hop out?
And then you'll just fly back up.
And I just fly back away.
That is
But
so
you need a
smart.
way to call me, though.
I only have message.
Y'all do that little message thing where you can like talk.
Well, it's a distance thing.
Message has a limited range. There's the sending spell, which is a second level spell. Lumpin has that spell. I don't know if any of you do.
I do not.
I do not.
I could check with you every once in a while
How?
with the
That
sending
works.
spell. I could just say, hey, how are you guys doing? Do I need to come pick you up?
And then what do we do?
Then you just respond back with 25 words or less to say what you need.
Oh, so we can actually respond to it.
Yes.
That's a good idea. Lumpin, you're so smart and self-aware. I'm so impressed.
Thanks, Aster.
You're welcome, my friend. All right, let's do that. That's a great plan. That's the best plan that's ever been planned.
Yeah.
It's the best plan that's ever been planned. 100 guys is a lot of people.
That was
It
old
is
man
so many.
Kokarius' estimate. There could be more, there could be fewer.
Yeah, it would be good if we could fight him in a choke point, maybe, or something like that, so we're not surrounded on all sides.
You mean like maybe we should get closer and see what it looks like?
All right.
Yeah, or Tara could just do Tara's
But
plan.
then we're not gonna have any surprise that if we start fighting them, they're gonna be ready.
I mean, we're not any more than if we lowered our ship down and jumped out.
Hey, if you want to go find a random encounter and get me 700 XP, then I can turn into a bird and scout it without using a polymorph. But until then, I don't have that ability.
That must be weird to like feel like you're almost to where you can turn into a bird.
I am. It's so close and it's killing me. No random encounters. Ugh.
If I could just kill a few people, then I can turn into a bird.
If I had have just burned down another building in Wrong Thrak, what more would have hurt anything?
All right, Tara says fly by scout. The
Okay.
other
I like
option is immediate assault. Anybody?
I mean, flyby scout can turn into drop
immediate
in,
fight,
but
yeah.
if we find a good place. But if we don't find a good place, let's not just jump out.
Do you want Lumpin to take over as pilot?
Yeah.
All right, so Lumpin says, good, I get to fly now. I like to fly in straight lines. And he points the ship down toward the island. I'll fly by the side with the ships on it, so you can see who's there.
Okay.
I will stay on the ship to help maneuver it for Lumpin. And but Asta, could I talk to you real quickly?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's up, Papa?
I really wish we wouldn't do such dangerous things. It's going to make me worry about you.
Aw?
I want you to have this. It has served me very well so many times, and I think you may need it today. And he'll give you the Cape of the Monobank, so you can dimension door.
Oh.
Now, that requires attunement, right?
It does not require attunement.
Oh, excellent.
Godlike voice in the sky.
Okay.
But yes, it really should.
Yeah.
For such a powerful item, but it doesn't.
Well, no, I appreciate that because I'm all attuned out.
Yeah, so this cape, when you throw it on, Aster, it does not
Yeah.
require attunement.
Does it
it
billow?
allows you to cast Dimension Door as an action.
It does not billow, and it serves you better because since you are larger, you can take someone else with you if you have to. Whereas it was a big problem for me because I am so small, I can hardly bring anyone else. So
Okay, well, then I'll do this for you, Papa. Trade for a trade. And I hand you the short sword of warning.
oh no, so I am letting you have this because I am not going to be in danger.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not as much, so I think you may need this. So what I want, I'm really giving this to you so that you don't die, because I
Oh.
don't want that to happen. I would feel very bad about it.
Thank you, Papa.
So if
That's...
you're going to die, see, this is how I use it. If I'm ever going to die, I use it.
That's a good plan.
So
I'll
you
make
should
sure
do the
that
same, and make sure to save yourself over everyone else because you're the only ones that matters. Okay? Thanks, son. Nice talk.
Okay,
Don't
Papa.
die.
I'll try not to. Okay. I flip it around myself. I put back on my breastplate, by the way. And I put on my cape.
Okay. So anything else anyone wants to do to get ready?
Ooh, I'm so excited and scared.
Has everybody got access to the map?
Oh, we're on a boat right now?
Well, you're not anywhere. I just had to put your tokens somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We'll put them where they belong shortly.
You got it, fearless leader.
Yeah, I see it. It's fine. I can move Tara.
So everyone can see the map, and everyone can move their character around on the map?
Yes.
Yes.
And when you click on your character has vision, right? Which means they can only see certain things and other things are blocked, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
So you haven't actually landed or gotten off or anything. I've just got to get the map started so we can start using it. As your ship, piloted by Lumpen, approaches the island, eventually you realize that there is a person on this ship, up in the crow's nest, on this ship that your tokens are currently sitting on. And I'm going to roll a perception check for them to see if they notice your ship. I rolled really badly, but their passive perception still kicks in. They haven't noticed you yet. So your ship continues to get closer. If you'll zoom out, you'll see that there is another ship down to the south. So for listeners, we are currently using Foundry Virtual Tabletop, Foundry VTT. If you look at your map, you'll see there's another ship down to the south. Now, where do you want Lumpen to sort of drop you off? Or do you want him to drop you off at all? Or are you waiting to see what happens?
I think Tara just wanted to fly over everything.
Right.
So you just wanted to show us the whole map. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're pretty sure that as you get closer, this guy in the crow's nest is going to see you. There's a lookout.
Can anyone target him?
Yeah. I don't know what I would do.
You could have Mama Sass try to shoot at him with the ballista.
That seems like
so much-
overkill.
Mama Sass loves that idea.
We don't want to destroy the ship. We might need to sell this ship.
Well, currently it's just sitting there. She could take a shot, or you could try to use something else to get to him.
So you said he's in a crow's nest?
In the crow's nest. I don't know if you can see him on the map there.
Yeah.
If we can get within 60 feet, I can try to hold him.
Yeah, he's going to spot you before that for sure.
Okay.
What if we were to drop off on the other ship?
He'll probably still see you, but you'll be farther away from him.
But would he see that we dropped off, or would he just see a ship?
Good question. You're not sure.
Do we see any other people? Does it seem like a busy ship?
You don't see anyone from here. You just see the one person in a crow's nest on that ship, and you don't see anyone walking around the docks.
Oh, Tara, how far is your bow? I'm sorry, I might have not heard. But is it far enough that you can shoot at a disadvantage, but try to hit him?
Let's see what a short bow's distance is.
80 is the short distance, 320 is the long.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could take a shot with the short bow. You could shoot at him with the short bow and the ballista.
Yeah. About how far is he?
Oh, well, it depends on how close you want to get. I mean, if you want to get at your extreme range of 320 feet, you could do that, and he might not have spotted you yet.
He would maybe spot me once there's an arrow sailing by him, though.
Yes, for sure. Once you shoot at him, he will know you're there. All right, well, Lumpen's getting closer.
Oh boy. We're not good at planning. We should be called the Unplanables.
That's what Mike calls us, at least.
Planables.
Maybe we should just jump off and, I'll shoot bows at him.
You know,
We could swim in.
it takes time. My plan would be to be sneaky and, yes, swim up to the boat, kind of jump off of the boat at a distance.
I don't
but,
want to swim in chainmail.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. See, it's different. By myself, I would just sneak about. But with everybody, I think the best plan of attack is to attack together. A united front. The Unplanables. Taking down the enemies.
Lumpen, check in 5 minutes.
I can do that.
Hey, Lumpen, how many times can you cast Sending?
Good question.
That's a good idea. It's a good question.
God, 5 minutes is an eternity in battle time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we get, super overwhelmed,
That's true.
Let me see how many second level spell slots he will have.
There might need to be some running here. This would be exciting. Either we all die or we all come out victorious. Either way.
I can cast it 3 times.
All right. Yeah, I guess. Well, we're not going to kill 100 people in 15 minutes, I don't think. So.
Yeah, but if we need to run, 5 minutes and then we'll tell him when to check in again. through our reply unless we're leaving.
True. That's a very good
All right.
statement.
Go to boss. Let's do it.
So
Let's do it.
what
yeah.
are you doing then? What did you decide?
We're going to jump off.
Onto the ship?
Stormtrooper assault mode.
Yeah.
All right, so Lumpin says, okay, that's great. I can just fly straight at it. So he tilts the nose down and heads straight toward it pretty quickly.
Such a bad plan. Oh, no.
And,
God.
oh, he rolled a natural 20 on his maneuver check.
Thank God, because, whoo.
Yeah, so he heads straight toward this ship. No subtlety whatsoever, of course, because you're just moving straight toward it. And he expertly pulls up short of it. However, yeah, the guy on the ship, you can't hear him from inside the ship or on the deck yet. But as you're getting closer, he spots your ship and points at it and starts shouting and starts climbing down the rigging out of the crow's nest. So he starts climbing down, and your ship is now hovering above their ship. You all hop out. I'll let you position yourselves anywhere on this ship. You decide, do you want to be at the front or the back or the middle, or where do you want to land on the ship?
In the middle.
You want to land in the middle? All right, so he pulls you up close to the middle. You guys put yourself, I'm going to drag you just generally to the middle here. You decide exactly where you want to be when you hop out.
Cool.
Is this like a mast?
Yeah, that's the mast in the middle. Let's roll for initiative. Oh, you guys are cheating. You guys get out in the same general area. You can't say I got out right next to him, right? Come on.
Oh, I thought
You're in
that's
the
what you-
general
oh.
area where the ship was.
So, like, about here. Can I do
All
here?
right, let me. Where did I actually end myself?
Does this work, Mike? Like
That's
right
fine.
here?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm assuming you're getting out somewhere. Yeah, so the ship is hovering right where Zartok is right now. You got to get out somewhere within 10 feet of that area, okay?
Can I make a jump
Sure.
maneuver?
But let's roll for
Is that
initiative.
it?
You've hopped out of the ship. Let's go ahead and roll.
9.
Not great.
This has some cool initiative rolling stuff, but I haven't mastered it yet, and I'd have to set up a lot of things to make it work, so I'm not doing it yet. Aster, what'd you get?
14.
Coral, what'd you get?
12.
Tara?
12.
All right. Coral, what's your
Hers
dexterity
is
bonus?
absolutely higher than mine. Mine's +1. It's 12.
What's yours, Tara?
+1.
Oh. Roll off?
Roll off.
I rolled a 14.
8.
All right, so Coral, I'm going to bump you up to 13. Zartok, what'd you get?
9.
Unfortunately, you all rolled worse than this pirate, whose name I can't tell you because you don't know him, although they all have names.
Aw.
Awesome.
You gave 100 names? My goodness.
I mean, I don't know that there's 100 of them, but the ones that I've got, I think I have names for almost all of them. Maybe not all of them, but close to all of them. He gets to go first, so he's shouting, "Intruders, intruders, we got intruders on the ship. Help!" And he moves 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh.
25, 30, and gets to the wall here where there's a bell on the wall. And he starts ringing it.
Ooh.
All right? And that's his turn. He's shouting. And that brings us to Aster. Aster, what do you want to do?
I'm assuming there's a platform here, that like a divot because it's stairs going down.
There are stairs going down, and that's there's actually a higher deck. Those stairs are actually going up. So you would actually have to climb up or run up the stairs.
Wait, the stairs are going down or they're going up?
They're going up.
Towards him?
So you're in the lowest part of the top deck right
Oh,
now.
I wanted to do a cool jump maneuver. Okay,
You have to climb up or run up the stairs.
I'm going to run up the stairs. Let me get close so I can see the movement. So 5, 10.
Now you're climbing up onto the quarter deck.
I can only get around here.
Okay. And what do you want to do? Anything else?
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I had a ranged weapon. Okay, so I will use magic instead.
You could throw a dagger,
That is true.
or you could use a spell. Yeah.
No, because I have the rapier and the short sword out. So instead, I will just whisper at first level at him. I'm going to dissonant whispers, and I'm going to go, you shouldn't have done that, my friend. It ain't gonna go well. Whispers.
Does he make a saving throw?
Wisdom 16.
Failed.
All right. He takes 10 damage.
Oh my gosh. All right. So Aster says something that echoes around this man's skull, and he grips at his head, stops ringing the bell. He's not down, but he is in awful shape. He is writhing in pain It's Coral's turn. Coral, what do you want to do?
Okay, Coral's going to run up the deck. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to go about, there we go, 30, right there. Then I'm going to cast Produce Flame. And I'm going to throw a ball of flame at him.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh, that did not hit. That's a 10 to hit.
No, you didn't hit him. He is able to dodge out of the way as this ball of flame goes at him. He looks terrified.
Oh, real quick, Coral's hair's started moving, flame-like.
Coral's hair appears to be moving like flame.
Cool.
That's so cool.
And it is Tara's turn.
All right, Tara has also moved up to that upper deck, and she will pull out her new short bow.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a 25 to hit.
Yes.
Does 4 damage.
Tara hits him square in the chest, and he gurgles, spits up blood, and collapses to the ground.
Tara looks at the short bow like she likes it.
That makes me feel a little better about this whole endeavor.
Zartok, what do you want to do?
So that guy's dead?
He appears to be dying.
Okay. Zartok will just move there, and no other targets in sight. Dying guy. We don't gotta finish him off or anything, do we?
Not as far as you know.
All right.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, Zartok's not nice. We'll do a frostbite. Hopefully it'll work. We don't want him getting up and
Does he
fighting
make a
us
saving throw?
from behind. Yeah, it's a DC 15 con save.
Failed.
He takes 10 damage. 10 cold
Oh
damage.
my gosh. Yeah, so he gets 2 failed death saves. He's probably going to die. There's not much that anyone could do to help this guy now. You're pretty sure that he's going to die.
I'm sorry we never learned his name.
Well, that's okay. The next person to go. So as you're standing there, you hear someone call out from the docks. And let me move them here. 5, 10. On the docks, I don't know if you guys can you guys see that?
I can see him.
Yes.
All right, so a figure emerges from the shadows by the docks. There are several stone pillars here, and you can now see this figure emerge carrying an axe. It looks like an old pirate, a bald-headed, stringy-haired, wiry-looking pirate or slaver. And he's calling out, Nick, what are you doing ringing the bell? And at this point, Lumpin has already zoomed off. He doesn't see. I guess he probably can't see very well what's going on up on the deck. But that's what happens on his turn. And he says, "Do I need to call for help?" Aster, it's back to you. What do you want to do?
What direction is that from? On this boat?
Yeah, to the southeast, where the docks are.
Gotcha. So there's that bridge connecting the boat to the.
Yeah, there's a gangplank. It's not on the map, but assume there's a gangplank that lets you get off the boat.
Okay, and that's in the direction of our dead friend, correct?
Correct.
Can I walk? Can I sneak? Can I use?
Yeah, make a stealth roll if you want.
I want to get closer to see how close I can get to see behind this pirate guy. 14.
14. All right, so you sneak where? Where are you going?
If I get up here,
I can't see where here is. Move your little figure.
like if I go up here, is that higher up still?
That's on the highest deck.
I get about here. Can I get to here but hide
Sure.
behind?
Yeah, you can hide behind the railing.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
All right, so Aster is hiding there, and you can see. I assume? Can you actually see on your map? Can you see the figure on the map?
I can see the one that we killed.
Over by the docks, you can't see a little figure moving around here.
Oh yeah, I see him. I see him.
So there's a figure there, and he's looking up at the ship. A wiry, thin-haired, older-looking man with an axe.
Gotcha. Can I do a perception to look behind him to see if there's others approaching?
You don't see anyone else. If you could see them, they would be visible on the map here. So you can't see anyone else at the moment.
Okay, then that's my turn.
And that means it is Coral's turn.
I can't do a stealth check without using my action, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, move over there where
Okay.
I can see the guy,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Okay.
I need a...
What's the DC?
Wisdom, DC 15.
Oh, he made it.
My
rolled a
Hold
16.
Persons never work. Okay.
I rolled a 16. I'm sorry. Okay, that's Coral's turn, and he jumps in fear and surprise. And that brings us to Tara. All right, so Tara is walking to the edge of the deck of the ship, up to the railing.
Yeah, that's what. Sorry, I'm not trying to speak my walking because I feel like that's probably boring.
Yeah, but
for recording's sake,
the podcast, they can't see what we're seeing, so I
Right.
didn't think of that. We do need to describe what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right, so Tara walks up to the railing.
Yeah, she's gonna walk up to the railing, and just shoot her short bow to this guy who I think is in range. But
Oh, definitely. No disadvantage on this attack.
Okay, cool. And then do I get advantage for being higher up?
Is that in 5e? Is that a thing?
Great question.
I think
I
it's
don't
just
know.
if you want to give advantage for
Yeah,
it.
it's not something that I'm aware of, but you are the DM. You get to decide.
I have the higher ground.
Yeah, you're not that much higher. I'm not going to give you advantage for the shot.
Okay.
He is also partially behind that pillar there, but I won't impose any cover bonus, so.
All right, 12 to hit.
12 to hit. You actually hit him.
8 damage.
Okay, he's struck by this arrow in his chest, and he stumbles backward. Doesn't fall into the water, but he's not happy about it. Zartok, what do you want to do?
Zartok will move up to the uppest deck.
All right.
He's within range, and he'll do frostbite on him. So he's got to make a DC 15 con save.
Failed.
I like it when they fail, Mike. That's my favorite. All right, that's 7 damage, Mike. I got
7.
2d6s
All right, he
there.
freezes up and goes down.
All right, nice work.
I wonder if there's a condition. There's a condition thing, a status effect. Can I?
You have to give it to him, I think.
Oh yeah, there's a dead status. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, that's the group name.
Dead status?
That's. I actually was thinking about a group name. What about something like glass shards or something like that? Glass knives, maybe. Glass something.
Glass daggers?
Dragon
All right,
glass.
Just think about that. All right, that's my turn though.
Zartok and the Shanks.
Yes, that's an excellent British punk band.
Yeah. You have successfully killed both of these guards, one of whom was apparently named Nick, but you don't know any more than that.
Oh, Nick, we barely knew ye.
So what are you doing now? You can see there are 2 sets of docks here. There's the docks that you're on near the map on the southern end, and then to the north there's another set of docks.
Is combat
Are we
over?
not in
Combat
initiative?
is over. You're out of initiative.
All right, let's throw their bodies into the water.
That's what I was going to
let's see
do.
if they have anything cool on them first.
Well, that too. Yeah, sure.
Can I go to here and rummage through this guy's body?
Sure. You look through that guy's body. You find 1 gold piece and an axe and a potato.
1 gold piece, an axe, and a potato.
All right.
Then I'm going to throw him off the dock.
Okay.
Just leave the axe there. We'll come back for big bulky stuff if we want to.
What about Nick?
Yeah. What about poor Nick?
On Nick, you find 9 gold pieces
Yeah.
and 2 daggers.
Wow.
Are they junk?
Yeah, they're just ordinary daggers.
All right, toss him over.
All right, you toss him into the water.
Awesome.
I have moved to the north end of the ship. I noticed those stairs over there. I'm just curious what I can see over there.
First, I'm going to let Zartok and Aster know what they see as they've exited the south end of the ship. Then I'll get to what Coral can see.
Cool.
First of all, there's this large wooden sailing ship bobbing up and down gently in the waves that you've landed on, and there are gangplanks extending from the fore and aft to the northern and southern docks. Then to the south, you can see that there is a smaller ship docked there. It looks unoccupied, but it's also tied on the left or western side to a similar ship opposite of the docks. It's immediately apparent that this ship is better taken care of than the other 2 ships moored here. The deck is clean, all the ropes and sails are neatly stored, and the hull shows fewer signs of wear. So that's the ship that you can see on the south side of the map there. As far as what Aster and Zartok can see as they've exited the south end of the ship, there's a grand stone entrance with enormous columns burrowed into the side of the cliff, and it connects to some rickety docks that jut out over the water that you're standing on. A large pair of statues of women in simple dresses and cloaks flank a pair of enormous bronze doors. Each statue leans forward holding out an offering plate. You can see there is a chair situated here next to these large bronze doors. That's all you see in this area. There are some barrels and crates around as well, I guess. Coral, As you're at the northern end, there is a passage carved into the rock of the island and reinforced with stone structures. The passage turns around to the right and then goes up some stairs. You can see slits in the wall to your right or to the east above you, where actually you're on the ship, so it's at the same level as where you are, so it's not above you. But that would allow someone on the stairs to look out at where you are or out upon the docked ships. You don't see anyone watching you there at the moment, though. To the north, the passage turns or bends around to the right toward those stairs.
Okay.
So what does everyone want to do?
What do you think? I guess we could reconvene back on the ship here real quick. Whoop. Oh, I was trying to walk
has it
through a
been
wall.
5 minutes?
No.
It's like, Coral, what do you think? You want to go up the north way, or do you want to go through that giant door to the east?
I mean, the giant door seems like it's probably going to make some noise when it opens. So that might alert people to us. This other one seems like it might be kind of a back entrance, which might have less people, but might be better. I don't know.
All right, let's go that way.
I agree.
All right, go.
Let's do it.
Stormtrooper assault mode. All right, Tara, lead the way.
Oh, should I be behind Terra, Zartok, since you need distance to cast some spells? And I can stabby stab?
Yeah, sure, that's a good idea.
I'm fine being in the back.
How do you want us to proceed forward?
All right, so you have now, all of you, landed on or you've now disembarked from the ship, and you're on the northern dock. And there are some crates and barrels here, and as you look forward, you see this area up ahead is dark. Like, there's not much sunlight penetrating up there.
I can see.
But Aster and Zartok and Coral can all see because they have dark vision.
Only
yeah.
the one leading is the one without
so
dark
Tara is
vision.
stumbling into the darkness ahead of everyone. Now, to the north where this passage turns, you can now see there is a group of colorful parrots perched on some of these supplies, barrels, and crates that are stocked here. They're colorful parrots perched on the wall, squawking at each other loudly, and as Tara walks in that direction, they all go silent.
Oh.
And then they rotate their heads and look at you sideways. What do you want to do?
Terra.
Fireball!
I coo. I coo at one of them.
All right, we've got 2 players back. Nope, there's a third
we
one.
We can do it. Just Coral and Zartok, solo in the pirate base.
Oh, yeah, that won't end terribly or anything.
Guys, because I think we might die.
Yeah.
I thought it was appropriate to drink out of a skull container. A bunch of skulls
All
on
right,
it.
that's the spirit.
Yep.
Assume you're doomed. I like that.
All right, let me...
Makes for great podcasting.
Yes, that's on the uppest. The uppest.
I like uppest.
I need like 5 screens to get all this easily accessible.
I've got 2, so that's
I've
nice,
got 3, and I've got my laptop screen and 2 more, and it's still not enough.
Ah! I don't know where I just moved myself.
Oh my god, oh my god.
All
oh
right,
my
we
god.
lost Coral, everyone.
Stay
calm.
Whoa, Aster. Whoa, what happened to Aster?
Whoa, what did I
If
just
you
do?
move your character to the top, it automatically moves the map, and
I can't-
it just like went flying.
All right, Aster, you're now on the north end of the ship. Zartok, what are you doing?
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
I was testing.
Okay.
I was testing. With
Like
Jessica.
go
All right,
if you go up, it'll happen,
Don't do that.
but don't do it.
Yeah.
all right, Tara, lead the way.
Maybe I should put a map.
That's
I should put a wall
scary.
around the entire map so that can't happen.